Hi, my name is Bailey Hartwig,
And I'm Catherine Uribe.
and for our second Global Interactions project, we'll be talking about how the scientific revolution and discoveries in modern medicine evidently set forth the Industrial Revolution and gave Europe its hegemonic powers.
During the period of colonial encounters, which is from 1750 to 1914, historians have downplayed the scientific revolution, while medical and technological experts claim that the period from 1780 to 1830 was the most prosperous time for their new discoveries in their respective subject areas.
We discovered that many modern historians realized that the Industrial Revolution was a transitioning period between the early modern world and the world in its modernity. And historians are a lot more skeptical in the belief of revolutions because they like to see revolutions as a period of fluctuations instead of a period of new discovery and giving Europe its rise to power.
There is no doubt that, due to the new discoveries in medicinal science, technology, and philosophy, were the source of Western Europe's hegemonic powers during the modern period of the industrial and scientific revolutions, and there is no valid argument as to why these turning points would not be considered important.
And due to the scientific revolution, which subsequently sparked the Industrial Revolution, the effects of both revolutions had on urban areas were indistinguishable, and there was a lot of overcrowding, and children and women were working in very dangerous conditions. The poor experienced a lot more poverty, and the wealthy kept getting wealthier and wealthier, and there just became an even bigger social gap between the middle and lower classes.
There should be no reason as to why modern historians didn't accept the industrial and scientific revolutions as a significant turning point in early modern period due to the extreme conditions that they imposed on the working class as well as the upper and middle classes. The only possible explanation there is as to why a historical expert doesn't accept the two most important pivotals in urbanization is that modern historians are too focused on new discoveries that are being made in the present time that they can't recognize the origins from which these discoveries were made possible, which were the scientific and industrial revolutions.
And now that we have established the importance of the scientific and industrial revolutions, we can discuss how the creations and discoveries made through the scientific revolution from 1750 to 1914 greatly benefited the discoveries in modern medicine and evidently set forth the Industrial Revolution, creating the modern European economy, and all of this was sort of a chain reaction.
The rise of science has historically been linked to major economic growth, which was also directly linked to the Industrial Revolution. The success of the scientific revolution and the drastic changes in modern medicine came hand in hand. For scientific discoveries benefited the medical field and medical discoveries in the field of science.
And this only further proves that Europe's hegemonic success can be found through their scientific and medicine advances, which brought forth the Industrial Revolution. And although it may seem like through the Industrial Revolution that it may not have had an importance in the eyes of many historians, in reality, the scientific revolution was very prominent in the culture of the most distinctly hegemonic countries of the world, and that it sparked a second revolution that was based off entirely the basic principles of its predecessor. Thanks for watching.